Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Pitch Invaders. We've got a great episode for you guys today. We would like to recap match week 7 from the top 6 teams. We'd like to update you on the scoreboard between Amir, Max, and I. And we're going to go ahead and give you predictions for match week 8. Stay tuned. Oh, it feels good to be back, boys. Did you guys miss me?
Yes, we did.
Yes,
actually.
we did.
Yeah,
We did.
We
Oh,
did.
wow.
I missed picking on
Hear
you.
how
We
nice
missed,
these guys are? They actually missed me.
We missed the bird and the Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, I missed your
story
bedtime
and,
stories.
Yeah. Did you miss how many points I scored in fantasy, though? Did you miss that?
I must
I was
say,
very
Or were
happy
you
that you
tuned
were
in for
not
that?
there to brag.
Yeah. Were you
one
tuned in for that?
I think it's the start of a downfall for you, Christian.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I listened to the podcast last week, my friends, and I got called out because you had 20 more points than me in our
Yeah.
league, yet I was in first place.
Yes, sir.
What about now? What's the...
I don't know. What
Now
what is it now?
What is it
I don't
now,
know.
Max?
You still have 12 more than him.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm undefeated.
Oh, wait.
How many losses?
All right. You know, we're playing each other next week.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm ready for it.
Okay.
I play you
I've
after
overtaken Amir. I should say.
I'm going to hand you
I
your
have,
first defeat.
Okay.
Be ready.
I hope so.
But just so we're clear, I'm undefeated in fantasy, and I'm winning in the scoreboard thing. Last time I checked.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay. Yeah.
You guys said it last week.
You are.
Okay.
You
All right.
are. Now,
Sorry, guys. I just had to do a little bit. I've been gone a couple of weeks. I missed this, so I had to.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You guys want to do a recap for match week 7 with the top 6 teams, just to kind of give us a refresher? It's been
do
like
it.
10
Let's
days.
do it. It's been a
brush
long
the
time.
cobwebs off the Premier League.
It's good to be back, man. Let's
See,
be back.
it feels like it's been a month. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Literally.
It feels like a very long time.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with Tottenham because this was the one that
Again.
made the news. Okay, Tottenham blew a 2-0 lead to Brighton, and the game ended 3-2.
Oof. That's got to hurt for Spurs fans.
Is Angie ever going to learn?
It's hard to say. He probably will get sacked before he learns.
You think
I
so?
guess.
You really
Yeah,
do?
I do. Yeah.
I don't know, man. He has.
Yeah.
He's.
Do you guys think he's a really good coach? What do you guys think?
I think he's a good coach for Spurs.
Okay.
I don't know. I think. You think another manager will do good in that team?
So when Pep joined Man City to the Premier League the first season, he had to let go of some of the ideas that he had in his head to adapt to the Premier League.
Yeah.
I don't see this happening with Spurs.
He doesn't
No.
change his mind. Yeah.
He is not.
Yeah,
He's very stuck in
and
his
he's
ways.
very like when he talks in the press conference, he's clearly saying, "I'm not letting my ideas go. I'm not changing it." So
His
I don't know.
ideas led to Tottenham doing an impression of Everton, which is to go up 2-0 and then blow a 2-0 lead and lose 3-2.
I mean, it just sounds. It does sound unbalanced to me. I mean,
Yeah.
the team is unbalanced. I mean, is he just during the training sessions? Is he focusing on attack and ignoring the defense, or what is happening here? Because I don't think we've ever seen a solid defensive display from Spurs since Angie
Unless they
joined.
play Man United.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing is that, for better or worse, Tottenham, to me, is must-watch TV every week because you don't know what you're going to get out of them. One week they dominate, Man United win 3-0 in Old Trafford, and then they blow a 2-0 lead to Brighton.
Yeah.
You just don't know what you're going to get from them every week, which I kind of, as a neutral, is entertaining.
I don't know. I think it's too early to be saying he should get fired. Brighton is a good team. We need to give credit to Brighton.
They're back to winning ways. Finally, I think they.
Yeah, I think Brighton's at a better state than Tottenham. So
You think so?
yeah, currently, right? You
I'll
don't
tell
think
you
so?
what,
I mean, they have a new manager too.
Tottenham is missing a Belieber. Belieber and Brighton
Yeah.
shut them out in that second half after those 2 goals that
Yeah.
they allowed. Tottenham needs a Belieber.
Tottenham needs a Modric. They need
need a Modric?
they need somebody.
Or they need a Harry.
Madison.
They need a Harry Kane. I mean, bring them all back. I guess I don't know.
I really don't think they need help in attack as much as they do in
They need a-
locking up defense. Yeah, they don't get clean sheets.
Yeah.
You know?
So you don't think Papasar and
I mean,
Zoom is not a DM.
Suma? Yeah.
He's not a DM to me. They just need a spoiler. They need a
honestly, I think the main problem is their defense. I'll be honest.
I think it's defense, but I don't think it's individuals. I think it's more of tactics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
So
I mean, yeah, you look at the front, you look at the back four, and this is not really a team that, this is not a back four defense that is going to get in the top 6. Romero, Van de Ven is great.
I
but,
disagree
you
with
know.
that, man. I
Really?
think it's a really talented back four, but I agree the tactics aren't right. But I think for individually, Pedro Porro,
They're all attacking ops. Like Van de Ven is great attacking. Pedro
yeah,
Porro is great
you can-
attacking.
yeah, you can make that
Adogi's great as a fullback attacking.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah, you
do
can
any
make
of them
that
have
argument.
defensive? Romero is the most unreliable, like reckless, makes like dumb mistakes.
But
You know what I mean?
think of Romero in Argentina team. Do you see him making the same mistake?
I see Romero as like an Otamendi.
He
Like
plays
he's
next
a
to a midget for Argentina.
Romero's like Otamendi at Man City. Like you don't know what you're gonna get. He may do a stupid mistake. He may get a red card.
But even Alemany for Argentina is better than when he did for Man City because
Yeah.
of the tactics, because the coach
Maybe.
knows his capabilities and he gives him the job that he can do.
At the end of the
Not
day,
just like run behind the
Yeah,
ball
it's true.
every
It's
time.
true.
at the end
right?
of the day, it's on the coach to know his team's strengths and weaknesses, and to put them in a spot to, accentuate their strengths and hide their weaknesses as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy's not doing that.
Yeah.
Just flat out not doing that. But just like some notes from the game, honestly, Tottenham were humming. They were up comfortably 2-0, and then there was a cross, I believe, from Mitoma that Udogie failed to clear. He made a big mess of it, and Minta was able to get a kind of somewhat kufta goal, and that just sparked them. And they just scored 2 more goals, and they scored 3 goals in 20 minutes, just rode the momentum to glory.
Yeah.
It was impressive.
Yeah, I'm happy to see Brighton winning again. I think it's a team that you watch every week and you get excited about the performance they give, and
yeah, it's a fun project.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
and then they sell their star player for like 100 million.
That's going to be believable. That will be believable next time.
Probably, yeah.
He's gonna go for a pretty penny.
Yeah.
All right, Man City. You guys ready to talk about Man City versus Fulham?
Let's do it.
yeah,
This game was pretty exciting. It was a 3-2 game. Not an easy game for Man City at all.
undeserved victory.
How's it undeserved?
I don't know. You said Fulham could have won, right?
Anybody could do anything, dude.
I don't know.
I mean, Fulham had a lot of chances, but
Yeah.
I feel Man City were still in control for certain parts of the game. But of course, you cannot be in control and let a lot of let Adama Traore just run behind your defense.
Was it a lucky winner? I know you were about
Yeah.
to continue, but I'm just saying off the bat, was it a lucky win or a deserved
I
win?
think it was a well-deserved win because Fulham are for real, man. That is a top 6 club this year
Yeah.
in the Premier League. So I felt
Yeah,
it was,
we still beat them.
Yeah.
So I think for the most part we were in control. We had possession. Pep, of course, after the start of the second half, he changed some tactics, so he knew like how to get the win out of the game. And at one point we were up 3-1, right? You cannot deny that.
Yeah.
And just like they scored the second goal at the end of the game. But if it was for Adama Traore to score these sitters, I think we were going to be in trouble.
He had
That's his
3
career,
different
though.
chances.
He had
Christian?
3. He missed 3 sitters. One time he bullied Rico Lewis into oblivion, and another time he outpaced Kyle Walker and made it look like Kyle Walker is either rusty or he's starting to decline.
Walking on crutches.
Yeah. And then the third one, I don't remember who he bested on that one, but that's Adama Traore in a nutshell. Like that's always been his shtick in his career.
I saw
that
Pep talking to him afterwards.
probably giving him pointers.
Probably like, come to my team, I can make you better.
Well, he
I
was
don't
in the
know.
Barcelona academy. They might actually
Oh yeah, you're actually
know each
right.
other.
I didn't
from-
think about that.
Yeah, Adama actually commented on that. He said that Pep was like telling him a few things that he could have done better to score the goals.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I mean, he's gonna play against.
He's coaching other players.
I know. You're like, come on, can you just focus on our players? So when we play in the second leg, they don't score that goal. We don't want it. We don't want him to do that. Yeah.
All right, did you guys see the assist from Jimenez?
That's beautiful.
Dude,
Beautiful.
I know.
assist of the year.
I'm
think.
happy to see Jimenez doing good now.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
he was always very exciting.
Very
to
unexpected, man. I'll be honest.
Bro, I looked at the replay as well. It was his back was completely turned. He did a no-look back heel assist, cross into the 6-yard box. I've never seen that before.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
I like just to put a spotlight on him. Like I really thought last season we saw after his head injury and he came back. I really thought that's it. Like he's a washed out. His best times are way behind him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's kind of like Welbeck. Somehow and Chris Wood. Somehow these
Mm-hmm.
players that we think are done come out of nowhere and like he somehow is finding form. I really thought.
Could it be a player that obviously he healed from the skull fracture, but there's still the mental aspect of it, afraid of getting injured again. Maybe
Last
that was
season?
kind of holding him back the last
Maybe,
couple years.
yeah.
And now he's playing fearless again.
He is.
Could that be,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to see. He was excellent when he was in form.
Yeah.
Like before his injury, he was amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to see that Fulham have that reliable striker. Unfortunately,
got
for
two.
me, Muniz is no longer.
Well, he came on and scored in
starter.
the 88th minute.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like, they
Kofta.
have two.
Yeah.
That team. Okay, I know this is supposed to be about top 6, but I wanted to mention this. What's the deal with Fulham and Arsenal players? Okay, Alex Iwobi, Bernd
Yeah.
Leno,
Reece Nelson.
Reece Nelson, Emile Smith Rowe. They
Yeah.
take all of Arsenal's rejects
It's like,
Hey,
and
man.
turn them into very good players.
And Arsenal takes Manchester City's rejects, and it just
Yeah.
passes down the list.
I
Right?
don't. And Chelsea also takes Manchester City's rejects. So
Yeah.
he's
I don't
no
know, man,
longer
just how-
a reject.
It's a good
but-
system that they got.
I didn't really notice it until I looked at Fulham when I was watching the game and they showed Fulham substitutes, and I thought this is
Half
really
of this is
good
Arsenal's
bench.
old.
Yeah,
team.
half of it is Arsenal's
Yeah.
former players, but I just was really impressed by the depth of that
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Raul Jimenez, I actually didn't know he was 33 years old. Are we
wow.
starting to see that? I mean, we have Raul Jimenez, we have Wilbeck, we also have like Chris Wood, we have Modric, we have Harry Kane. All of these players have passed their 30s. Even Benzema at the time before he went to Saudi. Are we starting to see a period of like in football where we're gonna watch the late peak for players where like they passed their 20s
Yeah.
and now they're gonna peak in their early 30s? What do you guys think? Like,
I think it depends on the players. I don't know. Because some players they retire 30 and they start really. Casemiro, he's not even that old and he's garbage. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I do see what you're saying. Like there's a kind
Yeah.
of a shift where.
especially
like,
with strikers.
When
if
you see
think
people
about
like Ronaldo, maybe that encourages all the
Yeah.
other and like Ibrahimovic and all. Maybe that encourages everyone.
it used to be with defenders, like age wouldn't, and goalkeepers.
Yeah, and goalkeepers for sure,
Age
but
wouldn't like matter, but we're starting to see those peak moments with strikers now.
Yeah.
These guys are, I mean, in comparison to in years past, except for Kyle Walker and Jack Grealish, these guys aren't like going and pounding a bunch of pints at the pub after matches anymore.
Yeah.
They're having like good diets, they have good exercise regimen, and like sports medicine is at its peak. So all these factors, they're taking better care of themselves. We don't, or like Vardy, like these guys that were the generation of the guys that like a match ends and you could probably find them at a pub, like getting wasted, probably isn't in existence anymore. These guys are all nerds that are taking care of their bodies, and maybe that's allowing them to
I
play
don't know
well
if
to their
this
30s.
if this is a right like analytical mentality, but this is kind of how I look at it. Is that pace is not as important as it has been in the past.
Yeah.
Now that everybody's relying on fullbacks and that's kind of the system, that these players, because as with age, these players slow down. But it's not necessarily that Chris Wood is relying up front on his own. Like he has wingers. It's all about wing play, fullback play. So maybe that shift is able to now, like you can still utilize those experienced, slower strikers.
Yeah.
Whereas before, like you needed to have that striker with pace, and once they're slow, like bring in a young buck that has pace. Maybe I'm not looking at it right, but that's something that difference in using fullbacks now has changed.
I do actually agree with Max because I think back in the day there were more space on the field than you think. Well, right now it's more like tactically compact, where you actually need to use your mind before you actually play the ball, and I do agree with that.
Yeah.
This is. I mean, we're probably gonna start to see with other positions too, even with wingers like Salah is performing really well. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll like these players. Even when they age, their life on the field is probably extended. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, that's
It would be
good for us. We get to see our idols like last longer.
Imagine 10 more years of Haaland, prime
Oh
Haaland.
God, no! Please no. We're gonna get Roy Keane to injure him like his dad.
Oh my god.
All right, you guys ready to get into the Man United game?
Yes, let's do it.
Is there much to get into?
Not that much. 0-0 with Aston Villa. I watched this game, guys. I thought it was an actually pretty decent performance from Man United because they've been just really poor.
Okay.
And it was a bad one for Aston Villa. Maybe the schedule, the Champions League games are starting to weigh in on Aston Villa. It was a bad performance from them.
Ten Hag escaped relegation again. Oh, sorry, sacking again. Yeah, relegation and sacking again.
Let me ask you guys this question because we've seen enough bad performances from Man United. I want you both to give me, if you were the manager tomorrow in the next match, I think they play Brentford next. What's your starting 11 going to be? I would like to
I mean,
know.
Onana's playing really good, so definitely
Yeah,
he started.
I'll say
I
the whole
agree.
lineup, but you go first.
No, you go.
We can try to put
need
up a lineup
remember
together.
I need to remember the.
I mean, obviously, you're not going to bench Onana, for sure.
Yeah, Onana's going to stay. I actually like. I would like to. I mean, obviously, when Lenny Yoro is healthy, he's going in, but you probably want Mazraoui on the right, Delo on the left. I'll just give you guys my 11 because I thought about it. Delo on the left, Mazraoui on the right, and then for the center backs, I would probably have Maguire and De Ligt. I don't really care about having a left-footed one, right-footed
Martinez?
one. Yeah,
You're going to bench Martinez?
Yeah, I'm
really?
benching the midget. Yeah, he's sitting down.
Okay.
He just makes too many mistakes. I actually think Maguire is a bit more solid.
I agree with you.
And can help with headers a little. Martinez is too much of a risk in my opinion. Then in the midfield, I know this might be a hot take for you guys.
Okay.
Bruno's not in my starting 11 at all.
No
He's
way.
on the bench.
I think I agree with
He
you.
stinks. He's overrated. We dodged
Yes.
a bullet with that. When he was on Sporting Portugal or whatever, I remember we were linked to him.
He's good.
Nah, he stinks.
That's crazy, dude.
He stinks. I don't
He
think he's
started
good.
really good with
That's
the
a big
team.
hot take.
I mean, in this game, he had a decent free kick, and that was about it. He didn't do anything else in that match. He's on the bench. I'm putting Christian Eriksen in the number 10 role, okay, and giving him the captain band. I'm taking it away from Bruno, and then because Christian Eriksen doesn't have the legs that he used to have,
Yes, for sure.
he's got a pacemaker and all this kind of crazy stuff. You probably want to have two more defensive midfielders behind him that can just run all over the field. So I'll probably have Mainu and Ugarte behind him. And then I'm having Xerxes as my striker.
Ahead of Højlund?
Heck yeah.
No.
I'll tell you why. Because Xerxes, he can kind of do that Harry Kane. Harry Kane for Tottenham would, because they didn't have an attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
He would drop in and connect, like do link-up play.
Okay.
Xerxes can do that, so I'd have him. And then on the right, it's Ahmad, 100%.
You're benching
Yeah.
Rashford.
No, Rashford's probably on the left.
You know what? I think Rashford's time is also past.
But I was looking.
Garnacho.
This is how deep I went into this, boys. I was watching. No, Garnacho's not. He sucks. He had that bicycle kick.
that's another
Well, I'm going
hot
to definitely
take.
disagree with several
His
things.
career is
another
based
hot
on that
take.
bicycle kick. That bicycle kick it's over. He stinks. He hasn't done anything since then. I'm having Ahmad on the right, and on the left, it's probably Rashford. But this is how deep I went into this, boys. I was watching Man United Academy players. I was watching some of their highlights, and they have a left winger in their academy by the name of Sam Mather. This guy, Sam Mather, 20-year-old. He's in the under 21s. I think he would be better than Garnacho, and you could make the argument he could be better than Rashford right now. So I'd probably go with Rashford, but Sam Mather is clipping at his heels.
Wow.
Garnacho's gone, Rashford's gone. Sam Mather's my left winger.
I'm gonna tell you what's the solution for that Man U team. They go to Aston Villa and pay money for Morgan Rogers and Ollie Watkins.
See, you're solving it, but with money, dude. I'm trying to, how are they're going to do that in January, Amir?
No, maybe next year. But
All right.
The only
That's
thing
my 11, boys.
the only thing I would change with your 11 is I think Garnacho is their most threatening player out of all the games I've watched. He's always their threatening player.
He stinks.
I agree with benching Fernandez. I don't think I think it's fine benching him. I'd rather Højlund offers a lot more threat than Xerxes. I don't think they're up. I mean, I would also like to see at some point both of them starting together as a pair. I
Interesting.
feel like that'd be a cool experiment. But Eriksen, number 10, is a very nice, very good shout. I think that's a good.
And captain.
Yes,
And
I agree.
And
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Rashford, I think I agree with. I think Amir said his time is up. Honestly, man, just loan him out. I think it's time, and it's over.
Yeah.
That's like you said. The
Sam
solution
Mather
is
would be better.
removing the players that you can't just keep relying on. Fernandez obviously is not working. He reminds me kind of like Ozil. That we've seen good moments, like at Arsenal, and then Kalas. I think the time has happened. He started to. I don't know if that's a direct relation, but a really good player that it's just time to go. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think the
I
captain
don't
is a
know.
problem.
you like my
too.
back four though, or back five?
I think I agree with your back four.
do.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't start Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No midgets.
But midfield, I do agree with you too. Maybe, I mean, I feel like the problem with Bruno is more mental than his. I mean, he's talented.
He is.
He's really good.
He shouldn't be a captain. Maybe
Yeah,
they just remove the
maybe-
captain
maybe
armband and
it's a
keep him in the
lot of-
lineup.
It's a lot of pressure on him to be a Man U captain.
Yeah.
Especially
Don't
with,
you think that would
especially
piss
with
them
Roy
off?
Keane and those studios
Yeah.
killing him with comments. But I do agree. I mean, I think if I don't know, maybe the solution right now. I do agree with Max that we will probably start Garnacho. I agree with you. We should
guys
play
watch him in this last
Diallo.
He's the most threatening
stinks.
player still.
Yeah, Amad Diallo
He
is
was
really
one of
good
the
too.
worst. Anthony came on and looked better than him.
Oh, don't spit that
Oh
name
no,
out of
we're
your
not.
mouth.
We're not playing with that. I'm
That-
sorry, dude.
That dude could play in Zamalek and not get in the lineup. Like, I'm telling you.
Guys, from that game that I watched, he looked more threatening than Garnacho.
Dude.
Garnacho is a
Yeah,
what do they
you've
say
seen-
in Egypt Baluna,
Garnacho?
Baluna, big time Baluna.
Oh my
I don't know, man. No, I think he's really good. He's very talented.
All right.
But
I want to add an asterisk. I just think Bruno should be benched for a game. I don't think that this is a continued
Yeah.
thing. I think that would be very stupid if he's completely dropped out of the team.
He should be dropped out of the.
I think he's still their best player. I think he should just be dropped out. Try to build confidence. Tell him you're able to be replaced, and then the armband should be permanently removed and given to Eriksson.
How are you going to bench a guy and take his captain armband, and
gonna
build
be hard.
confidence?
That's happened to who's that
just
happened and
just
actually
give it back
worked.
to Maguire, like when he starts. I don't know, but
Maguire won't see the field once Lenny Yoro's healthy. Right? It's going to be Yoro and
Yeah.
Delict.
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Eriksson?
think
Lenny
Honestly,
has
that-
early
yeah.
December
Wow.
is when Lenny's back.
Yeah.
so. He's probably not going to be informed.
Yeah.
I honestly think, come on, guys, just put Rashford back in striker like he was when he started.
No, man, Hoyland is the solution.
You know what? I really don't like with the situation with Rashford and Mbappe. Like, but they want to play on the left wing, but we know them. These guys are strikers. These guys are goal scorers. Play in your position.
Also, is this the same formation they always play with, or has he experimented? 4-2-3-1.
The 4-2-3. Yeah.
Why have they never thought of a 4-3-3? Like I'm just saying, I see that this team has the pace with Garnacho and Rashford to play with Hoyland up front. Like a 4-3-3 would look
But
great,
you
right?
don't have
have the
box midfielders.
Eriksson can be the
You
box
don't
to
have the
box.
legs, man.
Yeah.
You need legs. You need like
Yeah.
4-3-3.
What about Bruno in that spot or Meno?
Maybe Bruno, but who's gonna?
Ugarte is not a
who's
box to
gonna-
box.
I think he's more defensive.
That's why.
Meno.
That's why. Like I kept that same formation, but I'd have Ugarte and Menu behind Eriksson because you need legs behind Eriksson to cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
If you do 4-3-3, you're going to need guys that have legs. Casemiro doesn't have legs anymore. Like
Oh yeah.
You know.
Okay. So
It'd
maybe
be-
that's not a solution. I just thought the wingers and like seeing that attack maybe would be a different approach. But
The thing is, like the team, they get clean sheets, right? So my 11 was more to try to like help them actually score goals.
Yeah.
And I know it's a really hot take. I'm not trying to be controversial. I really think on that left wing, if it's not Rashford, they need to call this Sam Mather guy up from the academy. I really think Sam Mather today would be a better option than Garnacho, better option than Anthony.
what's that guy that you really like from Arsenal? Can they just
Ethan
loan him?
Nwaneri?
They need to loan him.
Have you guys
He actually
seen Ethan
started.
Nwaneri?
Yeah, he
They need to
did
get him
start,
on.
but
him play.
Yeah, he
he
looks
got
good.
he got
He's a
subbed in.
He's a baller,
He
man.
got subbed in, man.
Do you think Arsenal can loan him to Man United?
No.
He'll get right in the lineup.
I don't think so. All right. We spent enough time on Man United trying to
That's
fix their
true.
team, and they're going to stink anyway. So,
We didn't say anything about Aston Villa, but
yeah.
are there concerns? They're dropping. I mean, they beat Bayern Munich
Yes.
in the Champions League.
True,
Maybe they were just like too tired.
Yeah, you can call that like the Man United game was like a trap game because
Yeah.
of the emotions of the Bayern Munich game. You know,
Maybe.
I wouldn't be too concerned about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So, all right, you guys, let's talk about Liverpool. They were able to beat Southampton 1-0.
Top of the
Oh, I'm
table.
sorry,
Crystal
my
Palace.
mistake. Crystal Palace. not
Top of the
Southampton.
table.
Yeah. Top of the table, Liverpool, that hasn't played anybody yet. But have you seen their next 6 weeks?
Yes.
They got
I
a
have.
murderous month and a half.
I
coming
agree.
up, my
I know.
friend. So we'll see how that looks. But there was an early scare for Liverpool where Nketiah was able to score a goal, but it was called offsides.
Thank God.
And then, Liverpool was able to get a goal from Diogo Jota, I believe.
Yeah,
on
9th
a
minute.
nice cross from who made that cross?
Let's
Gakpo.
see.
Gakpo,
Gakpo,
I
yes.
believe. Yeah.
He started ahead of Diaz, which was
Yeah.
surprising, but
Yeah.
it was something that was expected to
There
happen.
were some changes on this team, dude. What do you think about that?
I was happy to
Liverpool
see.
fan?
I was happy to see like some of the rotation. I was surprised to see Robertson dropped, but I don't know if that was just
As
like
was I.
taking a break, game.
Yeah.
And also Jones started ahead of Subasly.
Yeah.
So some of those changes, I'm welcome to it. Like, I mean, we got the 3 points. If we didn't win and those changes held, there was definitely going to be question marks. Like, why would you drop this player? Why would you drop, why would you start Tsimikas ahead of Robertson? But the changes worked out, so that's fine. I don't know if he was convinced with just a 1-0 win, so maybe he's not going to toy with that lineup again.
Yeah, maybe.
But
a lot of fixtures, though, man. You got to get some guys rest.
I mean, we have you, like you said, the next 6 weeks is like really. We're either going to be depressed come Christmas time,
it's going to be crucial for Liverpool season.
This weekend, Chelsea is a big game.
I think you've got you got Chelsea, and then you go away to Leipzig,
and then
Arsenal.
I
think you come back play Arsenal.
Brighton in EFL Cup, Brighton in Premier League, Leverkusen, Aston Villa.
Yeah,
I mean that's just back to back.
Heading to November, like the last week of November, you play Real Madrid, Man City.
So we just get one break game, which is the Southampton.
Well,
but most of them are at home.
6-7 weeks of break games, man. You haven't played anybody yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking through. Yeah. All we played was AC Milan and Man United. Really.
Man United doesn't count anymore. Sorry.
I don't know.
Now it's the real test for the manager.
That's why I'm saying I'm not as much as I am excited to be at the top of the league. Like I said, I cannot be realistically like, oh, we are title contenders until I see how we are sitting in December. So, Crystal Palace is doo-doo. I mean, really, I don't know what's going on with this team. My prediction in the beginning of the year is in the trash bin. Yeah. Really. I don't. This is a mess.
I think that's all of us. Yeah.
Like watching them was disgusting. Their attacking is zero. We should have scored more, but
I think they did a favor to you guys because I was watching that game and I noticed that they didn't start with Mateta, they didn't start with Will Hughes, and they didn't start with Kamada. They brought those guys on in the second half after going down 1-0, and they created so many. Honestly, Crystal Palace should have equalized in this game. They had so many great opportunities to equalize in this game, and they just didn't take their chances. So it just kind of looked like the coach's game plan was, let's play negative and defensive in the first half and try to hold on to a tie. Yeah. And then they conceded, obviously, because that tactic never works anymore. And then they went, okay, we got to go get a goal. And they looked really good. So it's like, why didn't you just start with that? What do you think, Amir?
Well, I think, like you said, I think Crystal Palace, I mean, they could have just put Mateta up front. I mean, you needed someone where you can play a ball for him and hold it against Van Dijk. And was it Konate that started that game? Yeah, you need those guys. Like, I don't think Nketiah would have survived against them. But I think with Liverpool, it's a win, but still, I don't think the Liverpool fans are very happy about it. They're starting to see what could go wrong, probably. So the next few weeks I think is going to be crucial. The pressure is going to be on Liverpool. I
can't wait to see it,
man. Yeah, because I think Man City have easy games at least for the next 3 weeks. I haven't checked Arsenal's schedule, but I think Liverpool's direct competitors are going to be in a better shape in 3 weeks.
Fighting at our heels, literally.
Let me ask you this question, Max. Can these next 6 weeks determine whether or not Trent Alexander-Arnold will remain in the Liverpool uniform moving forward? He hasn't renewed his contract. We all know about the links to Real Madrid.
I think so.
Real Madrid is doing that little disgusting thing where it's like, hey, dude, don't just stay there, and we'll get you for free, and whatever that fee was going to be, we'll pay you as a signing bonus, like they did with Mbappe, and they're doing that with Alphonso Davies. I'm sorry,
is that money laundering? No, I'm not.
I don't want to turn this into a Real Madrid thing, but FIFA, somebody's got to investigate that, man. You can't just. Go ahead.
I do think I agree with you. Yeah. I honestly think a big part of him is ready to leave to go to Real Madrid. I think he's been here all his life. So it's going to take something big. If he sees that he's still at the best team in the world and this team is hitting all guns and come December they're top of the league and all that, maybe he'll change his mind. But like you said, I think this next 6-7 weeks of fixtures will kind of help make up his mind. I think I agree.
I was listening to another podcast where they were talking about this exact topic.
Really?
And, it was a panel that had different fans, like a Chelsea fan, Arsenal, whatever. They are rooting for Trent Alexander-Arnold to leave Liverpool. And I honestly do not understand. When their whole podcast is about the Premier League, just like ours.
Yeah.
Why on earth would you want a world-class player like Trent Alexander? He's the best right back in the world, right? I think that's pretty clear at this point. Why would you want that guy to leave the Premier League and go to Real Madrid?
Are they from the UK?
Yeah.
It's about that dream of seeing English players playing for Real Madrid.
I don't think they care about
I
that.
just
They're
wanna-
Chelsea fans.
I actually do
the
think
Chelsea fans, Man
I
United
think
fans, they don't care.
it's a huge thing to see an English player.
Seeing Bale
in
like
Spain.
play at Real Madrid for me was like so like
Gross?
exciting.
It was gross. for
No,
me.
it was amazing.
I can remember when
Yeah.
Beckham, Michael Owen, all of these players.
That was all gross to me.
were-
All of that was gross.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like it was like a dream for every English fan.
But why would a Chelsea fan care? Wouldn't a...
It's just about like the nationality. Like
Yeah.
it's an English player playing for Real Madrid.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'll do a super chat and ask them that question. But I really don't think they
Honestly,
care.
for me, it's
I think
just-
they want to see Liverpool stink and they want their team to be better. And it's such a selfish thing to me.
For me, I feel like it's a little bit selfish for me to want him to stay because I don't want to. I don't know. When I see players like that are amazing at one team, I want to see like what could have been if this player played here.
Yeah.
What could have been? This player could have won this and that, but he was dedicated. He stayed at Liverpool all his life. A part of me doesn't want to be selfish. I'd rather see him go to Real Madrid and win a Champions League, win a Premier League, whatever. Because that player has dedicated so much to Liverpool that I feel like it's wrong of me to hold him and to just give him one title and one Champions League.
Do you feel the same way about Salah?
I do. Unfortunately, I do. I think I would. Well,
Or maybe for me, if it wasn't Real Madrid, the team we're talking about.
yeah, I hate Real Madrid. I will caveat that. Real Madrid are disgusting.
Yeah.
I'd rather see him at Barcelona, but I don't think he fits that system. That's the thing. But
And one thing that is not helping your case is he did win everything you can win with Liverpool.
Yeah.
He won everything.
and he was the best. He was the
it's
best
just
defender
kinda
in the league.
I won
ever.
everything with you guys. Now it's time for me to like try a new challenge. So that doesn't really help
Yeah.
the case. I hope he stays because I love the Premier League and I want to see Trent Alexander-Arnold do amazing things every week. And I don't want to see him just like join a team where it's just not going to even be. Dude, if this team got Mbappe, Alphonso Davies, and Trent Alexander-Arnold for free, and they're linked to William Saliba as well.
Yeah.
I hate
are we
Real
doing?
Madrid. I hate Real Madrid.
What are we doing here?
Guys,
Yeah.
we're losing a big fan base here.
There's a lot of Real Madrid fans.
There's a lot of Real Madrid fans out there. So
Madristas. You are welcome to join the podcast.
All right. Okay. So sorry guys, I took us off on a different topic. You guys got anything else for this game?
No,
I think we're gonna see what Liverpool are gonna do without Alisson.
that's true.
Yep.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that.
He is out until November.
Has that been announced? I'm not
I think
sure.
so. I think Arne
It's the same injury that he had.
Arne said it's about like what 4 or 5 weeks he's gonna be out.
Yeah,
So,
sounds tricky, man.
Yeah,
It's the same injury he had. It's sad to see.
Yeah.
He's 32, so yeah, late November. That's
That's gonna
bad.
take a little bit longer to heal.
That's
you
bad.
know.
Yeah, and we needed him in these stretch of games, so that's a very concerning injury.
Yeah.
It'll be a good challenge for Liverpool. Very good challenge.
Let's see.
we'll see.
All right, we got Arsenal versus Southampton. They were able to beat Southampton 3-1.
Not surprised.
Southampton scored first in
Yeah.
the second half from
Yeah.
a great goal from Cam Archer, which was really impressive. It kind of woke up Arsenal. They came back and scored 3 goals. Havertz hit a really nice shot on the inside of the left.
Oh, it was
left
beautiful.
post.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saka's assist to Martinelli was world class assist.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think about Martinelli now? Is he back?
He is.
Confidence.
I don't know what
scoring
happened, but
goals?
something.
Yeah, I mean, he's seeing Trossard playing really good, and even if Trossard plays in that Odegaard position, now that when Odegaard is back, he probably feels like Trossard is going to take his place as a starter, so he's starting to focus more, I think.
That's 2 goals and 2
Yeah.
assists in the last 5 games.
Yeah.
That's
He's in good form.
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So
And then Saka finished the game, scored a goal in the 88th minute from a gift from Sugawara. Did you guys see that one? Like
Yeah.
Sugawara was able to dispossess, I think, Havertz in his own penalty box, and rather than just clear it, he took a touch to try to like dribble away from danger, and he didn't know Saka was like standing right there, so he just took a shot, scored
Yeah.
it.
I have a hot take.
Hit me.
I think Saka is the most underappreciated player in the league. I think
Underappreciated.
people do not realize how good he is.
I do agree with you because I don't realize how good he is.
Palmer comes to the fold and he does all this, and they're like, "Palmer's amazing, King Palmer."
Yeah.
Look at the numbers from Saka in the past 3 seasons. He is the most consistent player in the league. I mean, apart Haaland scores and all that.
Yeah.
But Salah. But I'm saying, at a young player like this, he's so underappreciated, and I don't think the league realizes. He got 20 goals and 14 assists last season, 15 goals, 11 assists the season before, and in his 2021 season, he got 12 goals and 7 assists.
But Max, here's my rebuttal to that. I think the reason why he's underappreciated, which I don't think
because they haven't won,
because it hasn't hoisted any trophies. All the other guys you mentioned hoisted.
Palmer hasn't, but everybody appreciates him.
Palmer did. I mean, for us, he did.
Well, I think the difference is you look at the team that each player is playing with. I mean, Palmer just joined Chelsea last year, and they were a shipwreck. Like they're completely messed up.
They still kind of are.
And
if God forbid, this guy turns his ankle, that team will suck. They're not. I don't really think I'm seeing what other. I mean, we'll get to Chelsea.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like Saka. You look at Saka. Oh, he's playing with Martinelli. He's playing with under Arteta with Declan Rice, and he got the best back four in the team. So like, okay, I mean,
that's the thing. He's under.
It's normal for him to perform, but when you see Palmer doing all of this with that Chelsea team, that you don't expect it, they're like, oh wow, look at that. This is
it's like a shiny new toy.
I know.
Yeah,
but I do agree. I mean, Saka. He's a great player. I mean, even for the England team,
he's the best player in the Euros, right? For England,
and he's very consistent. Yeah, I do agree with you that he is underappreciated. But when we compare like talents, I feel like I'll probably
you'd rather have
Palmer
in your 5-side team.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
He's like our child.
Yeah.
It's like our child that somebody else adopted.
Maybe
you know those movies where it's like, you were maybe too young and you had a kid and you had to give it up for adoption. Now the kid is a grown person
millionaire
and you want to have a relationship with them.
Yeah,
that's who Man City is right now with Cole Palmer.
That's hilarious.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, Saka's a great player. We got to see some hardware.
Yeah.
I think we got to see some hardware.
Hopefully well, not hopefully, but
Yeah.
All right. Anything else from this game? Southampton still stink?
Do you guys think Arsenal's defense is better than last year?
In terms of
performance,
a fully healthy back. Yes, I do.
Or you think their performance is better?
I think there's more depth. So yes,
because I feel like last year they were more solid defensively. Like we didn't see that many shots. Like we didn't even mention David Raya getting like man of the match before, but now he's getting a lot of shots. We're seeing a lot of highlights of Raya. That it makes me feel like maybe they
don't keep as many clean sheets.
Yeah, they let goals in. They're not maybe as good as last year.
They haven't had Ben White, and I think Timber's been playing. I mean, he can play all over the back.
Yeah, Timber and Calafiori have been. I think
Calafiori's new. I think we need to see a fully healthy back four that would probably have Ben White on the right and Timber on the left.
Yeah,
but the fact that they can still play this good and with that not a full fit defense is promising.
Definitely, like you said, they have more depth this year than last year.
But even with the midfield, like Partey is like your DM. Like
he was playing as right back.
Yeah, and like your last year it was Declan Rice. Now Declan Rice is more of like a box to box midfielder. He has more attacking instructions.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
We'll see. The only critique I have for Arsenal is I'm still waiting to see Ethan Waneri play.
How much did he play in this game? He came on.
I think No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. You guys ready to move on to Chelsea?
Let's do it.
All right. Chelsea 1-1 against Nottingham Forest. I was really wrong about Nottingham Forest, man.
We're all wrong.
They're going to stay up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chelsea, they didn't really turn out a very good performance.
No.
Even Nottingham Forest went down to 10 men because James Ward-Prowse got an early yellow, intentionally fouling Cole Palmer trying to stop a counterattack. And then he did like a silly dive in the second half that was a clear dive that earned him a second yellow and he got taken out.
Yeah, it wasn't. He had to. He saved the team essentially.
Did he? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, but they were able to hold on and get a point.
Madueke missed. First of all, Madueke, I watched the highlights. Ball hogger missed at least 7, 8. He hogged the ball and then missed the chances.
Yes.
I mean,
this is what he does.
I'm sure everybody in the team is frustrated.
I don't think Cole Palmer likes him very much.
He got the assist. I mean,
he did get the assist, but Madueke doesn't pick his head up, man. When he only has one. He makes. You know what it's like, Amir? You remember Gabriel Jesus on Man City?
Yeah.
When he would get the ball, there was no. Didn't pick his head up. he just
One
fired
thing
a
in
shot.
mind.
I know.
Yes. Yeah. It's very much like that. But Cole Palmer had a decent performance.
Yeah.
I will say the stats didn't show it, but he had a lot of amazing shots. But the Nottingham Forest goalkeeper, Matt Sells,
Yeah.
man of the match, I think, in my opinion. He made some amazing saves to hold on to the 1-1, not lead, but like I guess it's kind of a lead for Nottingham Forest, you know? You guys have any more notes for this game? I thought it was an entertaining game. There was a fight at the end. Did you guys see the fight?
I did, yeah.
That fight made me, when I saw that fight, I was like, Nottingham Forest is not going to leave the Premier League because they're just they have a
playing
That's what you want to
tenacious,
see.
they're
Yeah.
a tenacious team, and a lot of time they're a lot more tenacious than Tottenham. Tottenham conceded 1 goal and they just flopped like a fish.
Yeah, and
You know?
we expected that Nottingham Forest is gonna get relegated.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
The one
Just
thing I was going to say
will over skill.
was just, we really thought, I thought Chelsea was unbeatable, like in the form that they were in scoring the goals. So this shows that they're not completely, a 1-1 and a red card. The red card was what?
James Ward-Prowse.
78th minute. They didn't really, it's not much time to take advantage, but they had time.
They should have.
So that shows that, like you said, this Chelsea team still maybe is overperforming, looks a little better because of Palmer, looks a little better because of the goals that they're scoring, but in reality, there's still a lot of things that need to get fixed. And I think all the overperforming from Palmer is maybe making them look a little better than they are and making other players look so.
Well,
This kind of showed their truth.
I think they were just a bit unlucky this game. They wasted a lot of chances, but they were in control probably for the most part.
But I don't think this is a. I think we brought up title contender. I
don't think
I
they are
didn't see really a title contending performance.
It's so unfair to put them in that spot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New coach, new man,
Yeah.
a bunch of new players. You know, I think that's unfair as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our top 6 recap.
Yeah.
We're going to take a little break here, and then when we come back, we will get into match week 8 predictions.
Booyah.
All right. Match week 8 predictions. Saturday, October 19th at 7:30 a.m. We have Tottenham versus West Ham, the Battle of the Hams in Hotspur Stadium. Max, what do you think is going to happen in this game?
Tottenham West Ham. I will say
Battle of the Hams.
West. I'm going to say West Ham will win 2-1.
Okay.
Man, I had the same prediction,
You did?
but you know what? I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna say Spurs 2-1.
Spurs 2-1.
Yes,
okay.
let's do it.
Spurs 2-1. Let me just tell you guys in case you want to change it. I don't think we're gonna have Son in this game. Still have Richarlison injured. Odegaard still injured. I think with them being at home, I'm leaning towards Amir's scoreline, but I'll be a little bit different. I'll say 3-1. 3-1 Tottenham. Why am I?
3-1 Tottenham?
Yeah.
3-1.
They're gonna score goal. Okay, yeah.
You're crazy.
I'm a bit crazy. We'll see.
Johnson with a brace.
Johnson's in great form, by the way.
Yeah, we didn't mention him, but yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's been sitting on our waivers in fantasy, and it's almost like no one wants to pick him up because they're
No, he's
waiting
been taken because I tried to get him.
Gotcha. All right. Next one. We got Fulham versus Aston Villa. in
Fire.
Craven Cottage.
Fire.
I'm looking forward to this
It's
one.
gonna be
That
a
is
good
fire.
game.
I'll go first with this one, boys. Fulham at home. Aston Villa is going to come want to have a better performance. I will say 2-2. I'll go
Ooh,
2-2.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, 2-2. Amir?
I think it's gonna be 2-1 Fulham.
2-1 Fulham. Okay. Very nice. All right, Max?
I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1. All right. Not a lot of
Nick
goals
and Nick.
there. Okay. Then we have Ipswich versus Everton at Portman Road.
Ooh.
This one could low-key be a fun one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Max, what are you thinking?
I'm going to go Everton 2-1.
2-1 Everton, all right.
No, I see this like a 3-2 game.
Yeah, I see
But
some goals.
I-
in this.
I feel like we do that with every
I
Ipswich game.
know. I don't know first team.
Sure.
Let
me just...
I would say 3-2 Everton.
wow,
Ooh.
3-2 Everton. Wow.
Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin.
I
Delap.
think Ipswich... I think Ipswich is going to win this game.
Oh.
You
They're
think
at home.
so?
Yeah, I think they're going to win this game. I'm going to say I'll go 2-1 Ipswich.
Everton's in some form. They've
Everton's
got
in some form. But
3
Ipswich,
ties, 1 win.
Yeah. I'm going to go 2-1 at Ipswich, though. I will go a little bit different from you guys. All right, here's one that's going to be a little bit controversial, probably. Man United versus Brentford.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
I don't want to predict this.
I don't want to predict.
I'm predicting it. 36-second goal.
If Ten Hag does my starting 11, I'm just kidding. Brentford love to score early in the match, but they usually end up conceding.
Who's going to score from Man U?
Man, I'm going to say the streak of Brentford scoring early ends, and I'm going to say, I can't believe I'm saying this, 1-0 Man United.
Disgusting.
1-0 Man United.
Yeah, this is not
Disgusting, man.
It's not happening. I think Brentford 2-0.
Brentford 2-0.
Sacked Ten Hag already.
In
Wow.
Old Trafford.
Wow.
Okay.
Sack him already.
Max?
Brentford 2-1.
Wow, okay. So that one, that could change things with our scoreboard, which I'll update you guys with that at the end. All right. So then we have Newcastle versus Brighton at St. James Park.
Okay.
Max.
Another fun game.
I'm going to go...
You're not going to have Isak in this one, I don't think. You're not going to have Isak.
Okay.
You're not going to have Callum Wilson. You're not going to have Sven Botman. You're not going to have Lascales. You're going to...
Wow, they have
Newcastle's
they're
struggling.
missing a lot of players.
They're missing a lot of
I'm
players,
still going to go 1-1. I still think.
1-1?
Yeah.
Okay. 1-1. Amir, what do you think?
Brighton 3-1.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because Welbeck's going to score a brace.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to beat Christian in fantasy.
That's why.
Well, I have Matoma.
Mitoma's going to be benched.
Yeah,
take.
I think they're going to ride the
He missed
momentum.
the flight from Japan.
I really like that scoreline, to be honest. I really think they're going to ride the momentum of the Tottenham comeback.
Yeah.
But I'll just say Brighton will win 2-1. I don't think Newcastle will be able to put up goals.
Really?
Let me just read this to you. They're going to have Isak out till late October, Callum Wilson out till late October. Lascales is a good defender for them. He's out until January. Lewis Millie's out. Matt Targay is out. Sven Botman's out. They're struggling.
Targay.
I don't know if I'm saying that right. On the other side, Brighton don't have João Pedro or Simon Adingra, so you can make the argument they're struggling as well, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
All right, probably the least viewed game of the week. No offense to these two clubs. Southampton versus Leicester in St. Mary's Stadium. My turn to go first?
Yeah, go.
Gross.
Vade. How did you do the sound effect?
Vade. I don't know.
I'll say 2-1 Leicester. 2-1 Leicester.
2-1.
Yeah.
It's a 1-1 game.
1-1 game?
Yeah.
All right, 1.
Put your bets on it.
I go Leicester 1-0.
Leicester 1-0, okay. All right, we're different on that one, too. All right, at 12:30, Bournemouth versus Arsenal in Vitality Stadium. Max, what do you got?
3-1.
3-1
Arsenal.
Arsenal,
Yeah.
okay. 3-1 Arsenal. Amir?
He's always wants to predict them losing. You are.
You know what I'm going to
Take
say.
your Manchester City glasses off for a second.
Hit me.
All right, I guess it's 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
So
Okay.
excited.
Sadly.
I like 3-1 as well, if I'm being honest. I think they're going to get a clean sheet in this one, actually. I'll go 2-0.
Nice.
2-0.
That's a good one.
Semenyo?
All right. Yeah, Semenyo's a beast, man. He's gonna go to a big club soon, I think. All right, Sunday, October 20th at 9 a.m. Wolves versus Man City in Molineux Stadium. Sorry, I'm trying to get
Molineux,
the stadium name.
Yeah.
Molineux. We're on the road. It's not going to be easy against
Oh my
Wolves.
gosh.
I'm going to go 3-1 Man City because we don't get clean
Okay.
sheets.
Yeah.
I really
So-
want to predict the upset.
3-1.
No Jimenez, no Traore. We're beating this team 4-1.
4-1. Okay.
I don't know why I want to say it, but I'm going to go Wolves 1-0
Oh,
No
my
way.
goodness.
There's
with the
no-
big upset of the weekend.
There
I
is
like
no
that.
way.
I mean, that's pretty ballsy. All right,
There is no way.
11:30 in Anfield. Liverpool versus Chelsea.
Holy crap.
Max, please tell me what is going to happen with your club against Chelsea.
Liverpool 2-1.
Okay,
I'm not going to go too high scoring. I think
2-1. All right, Amir. What do
Gonna
you
go
think?
2-2.
2-2. All right.
Yes.
2-2. I think Liverpool are going to win this one. I'm going to say 3-2. 3-2
Nice.
Liverpool. All right, Monday, October 21st at 3 p.m.
Nobody's too.
Last game of the week.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace in City Ground, Nottingham.
Yeah.
Nottingham, Crystal Palace. I'm gonna say 1-1.
Okay.
Super exciting 1-1 game. Amir, what do you think?
I think Crystal Palace are gonna win.
Okay,
Really?
1-0.
1-0.
We all have different scores. I'm gonna go Nottingham Forest 2-1.
Nice.
Okay.
Writing. Okay, I'm really
Chris would
looking
go
forward
for
to that
sure.
one. All right, the last thing I want to do before we shut it down, boys, is I wanted to update you guys on the scoreboard
Hit
that we
me.
have between the three of us.
I'm in first, right?
God.
Last week I took over first place, and I am still first place.
No.
After this week.
No.
Amir is at 32 points. Got
No.
a +3 from last week.
Only +3.
Max, 47 points, +5. from
Dude, you're
last
way back.
And then Christian, +5 as well.
What are
I'm
you?
at 48 points.
So you're 1 point ahead of me.
I
Damn,
am
dude,
1
you're
point ahead.
relegation form, Amir. I'm coming for you, Christian.
Amir, you had some spicy takes this week, so I have a feeling you could start creeping back up after this one. But that's
Spicy.
what I got for you guys.
Or go the opposite way. I don't know.
I'm coming for you, Christian. I'm coming for you.
All right, I'm ready for
And
that.
you guys are playing in fantasy, so
Playing
Yeah.
fantasy.
let's see how that goes.
I'm
too.
focused more on fantasy this
Yeah.
year.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I want you to be focused.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. There's a chill in the air now, boys.
Yeah.
It's getting into that pure Premier League season era.
Yes.
You know.
Beautiful Saturdays.
You guys got anything else you want to add before we shut it down?
No.
Booyah. Liverpool will stay in first place come Monday. We'll be in there. We'll still be in first.
The real
Okay.
business is about to start.
Let's
wait.
do it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and listening. Shout out to DJ Mustery for doing the music for this podcast. Shout out to him. He actually had +7. I saw heard him
know.
on the podcast last week.
He had the most points.
He's got to come back and do more predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good one.
See ya.